Welcome to Through the Table Podcast with Brian, JL, Tom, Rick, and Russ.
Speaking of all that, where's Elias been? Is he ever coming
Oh,
back?
yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah.
He
I was
died,
thinking about
right?
him the other day.
He buried himself or something, or his guitar, and that was in the summer, wasn't it?
Early
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
So it's been a long while. I know they couldn't figure out what to do with him because Rick Boogs is around and he has a guitar. They can't do two guitars.
Yeah, but they're changing that gimmick though too, because at the
They are
Royal
now.
Rumble,
Yep.
he looked like a 1906 bodybuilder.
He reminded me of, like, what was it, Ted Arcidi's look there when he was in the WWE in the 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red singlet and just all the amateur wrestler all of a sudden, like, huh?
Well, I thought it was weird. It's like he had I wouldn't call it a flashy singlet, but he had, like, it looked like a pair of denim overalls or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it was. And it's, it at least gave him some character.
Right.
Or,
Yep.
now I did when he came out at the Rumble. I was
Mhm.
like, did he lose his gear?
It's like a
it was-
1960s singlet from Nebraska or whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Just some
But-
random red singlet with some white on it. Like,
But he was
Our-
doing like this 1906
Yeah.
gimmick,
Yeah.
like this
Like-
over the top weight,
Yep.
like the
like
guys
Arthur
from Family Guy.
McStrong arm. Yeah. He's a
Right,
bully.
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was weird, and that
Yeah.
oversized mustache, and it was just like, well, how do you change someone's gimmick and not explain that you changed it, and
Right.
then not even really debut it, just throw them out there in the Rumble and
Should
say,
have run
we'll
out
figure it out.
with black and white with the fuzzy, editing over it to make it look like it's old film.
Or like they used to do for what the hell is that tag team? The Vaudevillains.
The Vaudevillains. They
Oh,
should do
yeah.
something similar to that with them if they're going to go that route with them.
And then it goes back to Tom's point. They already did it with the Vaudevillains, but now they're going to try the same thing again with Rick Boogs because it's why not?
But hey, he's just Rick Boogs. He can do anything.
I
Then
wonder if
They'll
they
team
changed.
him
Oh,
with Madcap Moss.
Rick Boogs is coming out now.
Or are they going to change his name to just Boogs soon? I'm waiting for that one.
Boogie.
Boogie.
Boogie Hauser MD is his next gimmick.
That was it. They cut his hair too. I forgot about
Yeah,
that part.
no
Yeah.
hair now, right?
Yeah.
Is he still in that singlet?
Well, they've gone to commercial, so we'll
Oh,
find
okay.
out soon. They got this semi-hot girl talking about how she vaped and now like her life stinks. It's like, just shut up and start an OnlyFans.
Nakedvapes.com.
Seriously.
Speaking of OnlyFans, I guess Tony Storm was on Instagram being like, hey, does anyone want me to start an OnlyFans? And everyone's like, yeah, we do, Tony Storm.
You sure do. That's the dumbest question ever. If you are a hot girl, yes, we do. And make it free.
So Monday Nitro update, Chris Benoit and Woman are walking down the aisle right now.
I have a spoiler alert.
Oh no. Who's
Is
he
it-
fighting?
It doesn't say
His
yet.
demons.
Oh no.
CTE. He's wrestling Jericho.
Wow.
What is this? This is
Is it the next episode or still the December one?
still December 30th, 96. Spoilers, yeah, 10 years later. It's not gonna be so good.
Who debuted there? The old WWE guy debuted last night. One of the
On Impact?
yeah, God, what's the tag team there that they brought up? The oh man, Big Con or something, Connor from the Ascension. Yeah, he showed up last night and debuted.
Just him?
He's now Big Con.
Big Con.
Yeah.
Don't they also have Big Cass?
Yeah, but he's,
No, he's
like
W. Morrissey now.
He's William H. Macy or whatever it is.
I saw Big Con at the Tampa airport a few years back. He lost his luggage.
Oh
And
yeah.
he was very distraught about it. It was
Is he the
hilarious.
one that's the preacher, or is that the other one?
I think that's the other one.
Or the justice of the peace? I mean,
I don't know. That'd be kind of funny though.
one of them's
Yeah.
a justice of the peace, and he marries a bunch of the wrestlers now because he's like friends with everybody.
Big corn on the cob.
Yeah, I was like, what? He's there? Yeah, he showed up last night, I guess.
I mean, good for him. At least he's finding some work.
It'd have to be somebody from Impact, though, that would win his award, or NWA, because, that's who wins his awards every week.
Every week.
Oh,
two
Gorillas of Destiny, they showed up. They're my winners.
I was gonna say 2-for-1 deal. Matt Cardona is actually wrestling for the NWA title, I think, next weekend.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So if he wins
Well,
it,
if he wins it, oh, definitely.
He's
If he
definitely
doesn't
gonna be
get
two
Wrestler of the
week.
Year from JL, then this whole year has been a lie.
Oh, he got last year. He's working on 2 years in a row for him.
All right. Do we have any care or fanfare for 2 weeks ago? But we all know who it is.
Go
I'm
for
not
it.
going to even lie.
For a world record, 97th week in a row.
And what is it? The fifth time or fourth time winner?
Fifth. I
Fifth
think
time
fifth.
winner. Right.
Either fourth or fifth. It's definitely. I think it's more fifth.
This guy's won more Hoovy Wrestler of the Weeks than he did matches than WWE.
That's true. And he is the current NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, Matt Cardona.
Why?
That's-
Why is that? Why he was?
Yeah, he won
Has to be.
the 10 pounds of gold. He beat Trevor Murdoch, who shouldn't have won it, like a redheaded stepchild.
How long is he going to keep the title? You think?
Nick Aldis is going up against him at the Crockett Cup. So I think Nick Aldis will win the Crockett Cup and will be because Aldis sucks and he promotes himself like he's the next Triple H.
He is the booker.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
runs the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Work
like
for
he's gonna be
Bob.
like, hey buddy, I'm so good. I should be tag champ and
Is he a
world
tag champion there?
No, he's the Crockett Cup, and then La Resistance is, I guess, the tag champs.
Rene Dupree?
No, the new La Resistance.
I
So
know
is
there was
it
a new
new?
La Resistance.
Yeah, in NWA, there's a team called the Resistance
Oh.
or something like that.
Is the WWE setting up a Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn match for WrestleMania?
I think so.
Oh, they definitely are. Yep.
Ew.
I think they should bring Johnny Knoxville to Saudi Arabia and just I don't know. Watch me get beheaded. I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is me getting beheaded by a Saudi prince.
Are they the Saudi Arabians? Are they cool with all the women's matches that are happening? Is
There's like
that,
7 of
I
them.
don't know.
Yeah.
There's so many 3X t-shirts that are going to be in that ring at
It
one
went
time.
from 2 girls allowed to be there. Now the entire roster's there.
So many t-shirts.
They're so going to be held hostage at the airport again.
They got to get those women in on a separate private plane and get them out of the way after the matches are over. All right, go to the airport now. Ugh. Yeah, they're doing what, Elimination Chamber, then what, Lita and Becky, or Lita and somebody?
Lita and what's her nuts? Becky.
Lita
Yeah.
and Becky, and then they
Okay.
got and then the 6 women in the chamber.
Jeez. Wild.
I
And then, of course, Tom's favorite, Goldberg.
Ugh.
think it's hilarious how you go from Lita, who's been like known for just thongs and ass out for like
Yep.
ever.
She did a live sex show.
She did, and a titty, and we saw a titty.
We sure did.
Mhm.
But yeah, now she's gonna wear like a onesie in a t-shirt that I could fit in.
Oh, for sure. All of them. Do they all have their own T-shirts?
I think so. Yeah, most likely.
They basically raided Nia Jax's locker room to get the outfits for this week.
Jeez.
Oh, there's Rick Boogs. He's got his guitar back. He has the red singlet. And with the mustache and the way they cut his hair, man, is he looking like a jacked Freddie Mercury, and probably, God willing, has the same T-cell count.
Oh, no. Wow.
Tom's back to being Tom.
It's all out of being Russ.
he really does look like a jacked Freddie Mercury, though. It's really strange.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Good comparison, though. Yeah.
Why would they cut his hair? I don't understand this.
I'm surprised Vince let him keep that stupid thing on his head for as long as he did, though.
True.
But it's probably he's a big jack dude. They probably want to clean him up, so he's gonna he'd be more presentable.
True. Looks like more of a tough guy.
Right. Like, think about it. Like, even Batista, when he was like Leviathan, he was bald and he had stupid contacts and fangs. Like,
right.
No,
yep.
It's just like, no, you put him on TV. He's got regular hair. He's just a jacked up dude.
Yeah.
And
right.
That's it.
True.
So that's exactly what it is. They're just taking away, any of his personality.
I don't know what his gimmick is because he's playing the guitar.
No one ever knew what his gimmick was in NXT.
But he's got like the Nebraska singlet on, like you said. He's also wearing like wrestling sneakers.
Right. Yeah.
Like you would wear in an actual amateur wrestling
right,
thing. But yet he's playing a guitar, and then from the neck up, it looks like he's hanging out at a rest area somewhere in a highway, tapping on the stall, hoping to have a little bit of fun.
Oh no. What are you going to say about him in NXT, Rick?
Servicing truckers at midnight.
Was he even on NXT? Did he ever show up in NXT?
A little bit.
Because I thought he was kind of like
he did the coconut loop a ton.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know he did, but I don't.
He was on TV. I thought he made a couple of episodes.
I don't think he did.
Really?
I really don't.
Did.
I really don't think he did. Unless I mean, I could be wrong. I most likely am. But yeah, I don't really remember him because he would have been. I mean, he would have been on the black and gold NXT, not gay. But he was already up on the main roster when 2.0 started. So I don't remember him on NXT TV at all.
I thought he did a few shows.
Oh wait, speaking of 2.0, Jericho's 100% right. That is a square head.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the whole Jericho thing that they're doing right now? Because he was kind of acting like a
he was the heel.
He was definitely healing.
He's definitely doing heel. Yep.
And I do like how Jericho did the what was it, the Go T-shirt. He tried to get that over, and then he realized that it was the stupidest thing, and he turned it into the influencer.
Yeah, the influencer now. He sent the copyright out to get it on that name.
I don't know. I feel like Jericho's just getting way too full of himself. And I feel like it's
on purpose at the same time.
Could be.
He's definitely going back to the heel side though again.
But I'm just wondering what's this whole, do you just disband the Inner Circle at this point, or?
I think that's what's going to happen.
And they're just going to do it next week on Dynamite. I feel like that would have. They could.
I guess Kingston's cleared.
Oh, okay.
And
so
he'll show up next week to do something, either before, during, or after for sure, because they're setting him and Jericho up still for the pay-per-view.
I really hope they put Kingston over.
They will. I have a feeling they will. I think he'll somehow do something, and Hager will get pinned, or there won't be or I don't know what they'll do in the match.
And then what happens to Sammy?
Sammy just goes off on his own. I totally see that happening.
Yeah.
He doesn't really need to be in there anymore, anyways.
No.
No, he kind of got bigger than the group.
Yep. It
I
just,
also-
I think it's just the right time to take them off. Just get them all off on their own now. They don't really need to be the inner circle anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of run its course
And I like Santana Ortiz with Eddie Kingston.
for sure. Oh yeah.
I also like.
Who cares what happens to Jake Hager?
I was just gonna
Who
say.
cares?
Seriously.
We don't care.
Jake Hager could just disappear.
You can just be out in the back hanging out. No one will care.
Hang out with Sonny Kiss, Joey Janela, and Marco Stunt somewhere.
Might as well. Him and Brian Cage can double date.
I like how Jericho was about to call homicide, and that was great.
Hernandez.
Yeah, that was great.
The Hernandez line is what got him, because isn't he the one that like wanted to break them all up?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I hate how Sammy has has both TNT titles.
I thought they were
Yeah.
going to just get rid of one, but
That's.
it-
I mean,
guess not.
yeah.
it's weird. Yeah.
Now, see, if you're doing this gimmick smart, you would say, and if he was a heel, I will put this title on the line, and if he loses, all right, well, you get one of them, but I still have this one. You just keep on
Mhm.
going.
True. So
Yeah.
is that the Casino Battle Royal match there? Is that for the TNT title, or is the winner get a title shot? They still haven't really said.
I think the winner gets a title shot,
say I
which is
thought the winner
stupid
gets the title
because
Because
shot.
originally it was supposed to be it's for the title, but now it sounds like it's not anymore.
no, I think it's just a title shot. But the dumb thing about that is that all you have to do is show up on a Dynamite or a Rampage and just get into his face, and you automatically have a title shot against him.
Right.
And you can just
Andra-
avoid the ladder
Andrade
match.
and Darby Allin, I guess, are probably already in it without qualifying. Keith Lee had to qualify.
And they were really not really sure on that one either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird promo. He's like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be the next champ, and Darby's like, no, me, and he was like, no, you know, it was just kind of like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised they're going with at some point. I mean, obviously, it's going to lead to a Darby and Andrade
Mhm.
match, feud,
Yep,
whatever.
Right.
I think their styles are too different.
Very.
I don't know if I don't know if Darby can stay work with Andrade, you know what I mean, like work rate wise. You know, it's like Darby's good, but Darby's good for like
I don't think he has to keep up with them in it, or if you let Andrade, do most of the match, Darby just has to hit his moves.
that's true.
And he can
And-
just be underneath the whole time getting beat up. you
Right.
know?
And I was gonna say, because most Andrade matches is usually 90% Andrade.
Right.
Offense.
So I mean that fits
Yeah.
in perfect with
So-
Darby. He just hits that big running, flying out of the ring where he almost kills himself and his opponent. Does a couple other crazy ass dives, and then they go
Calls
to
it
the
a day.
finish. That's all he needs. He needs like his 3 or 4 moves. He'll take 90% of the beat down. He'll do that.
Right.
Andrade will love it. That's what he does. So I don't know. I think that it'd be all right. It looks like that's what they're going with. I mean, it will be for the TNT title though, probably, maybe, or one of them.
No, I think they got to get rid of one of those TNT titles.
I figured they would have, but
Yeah, you would think by now they would have.
mhm.
It just would have made sense. It just makes no sense that you would just have both of them.
Yeah,
And the funny thing is that they had one of those made just for that ladder match.
yep. hmm
Because the one that Sammy had when he was when he wrestled against Dustin for the
Was the old belt,
it was the
Mhm.
old one
Yep.
with the smooth
right?
logo
yeah.
on it.
Because
Not-
Cody had the other one.
Right.
So they didn't get it from him because he was in quarantine. So they just said, "All right, well, we'll just use the old one for now."
Did he
That's-
really have COVID, or was that all part of the gimmick so they could do the ladder match?
His
make
sister,
Sammy look
his
strong.
sister did. Cody's sister had it.
It just seems kind of funny that he was gone. He wins the title from Sammy. He's gone. they have Sammy win it again or the interim title and then
Mhm.
set up a ladder match right away. It almost seemed way too convenient. And it's almost as if it was a way to make Sammy look stronger in that ladder match.
Sure.
And it also just brings up my point that Cody just can't have a feud. It's literally
Matches.
first match, and then the next match
Blow
is like
off.
Yeah.
the blow off steel
Yep.
cage,
Yeah.
Mhm.
barbed wire, dog collar, strap, Texas tornado death match.
Yeah.
Telling you, he just wants his daddy's love. He's never gonna get it. His daddy's gone.
His next one is the blood and guts match, 1-on-1. Ugh.
Honestly, have either of you guys watched the Go Big show? They usually stick
A
it.
couple of times I've seen parts of it.
So every episode, there's at least one dude that's on fire
Yep.
for some reason.
Mhm.
They love to light themselves on fire.
And honestly, like even the other night, the dude was just all right. What's your talent? He's like, oh, I'm a stunt man. All right, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna light myself on fire and solve this Rubik's cube. And it's like, what? It's just, and part of me thinks because that was filmed in the summertime.
Summer, yeah, early summer.
So I really feel like that was like Cody came back and was like, hey, like 14 people showed me how to light. So I'm gonna
Probably.
suplex
Sense.
you
Yeah, right.
through this table.
Mhm.
And he still messed it up.
Yeah.
Well, because Brandy poured about 15 gallons of gasoline on the table.
Oh yes.
Don't just do a little bit. Just pour it all on.
She just kept squeezing. She's just like,
You tell me when. Wow.
yep. And then he just Andrade didn't even hit that table. Not 1 centimeter of his body was on that table.
Nope.
I don't think
Cody.
he was mad either.
No.
Oh yeah.
Cody's still all messed up.
So yeah, his back's still like just jacked.
You got
Like,
some
so
first degree
jacked.
burns on it, I guess.
Oh, more than first
Where
degree.
the tables were like singed to his skin and stuff.
Yeah.
Those spots are really bad.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's
Wild.
but I mean, hey, but Cody does whatever Cody does.
Yep. Still unsigned, supposedly.
I really thought he was going to be Isaiah Cassidy's mystery opponent.
Oh, that would have been a disaster if they
Oh,
would
that
never.
would not have gone over well.
I
Nope.
would, but see, the thing is you could have did that. Everybody could have been pissed, and then Keith Lee could have been Punk's partner,
I don't think that would have worked this.
and they would. I think so. I think they would have turned it. I think they would have.
The guy Tom said should have been Samoa Joe if they could have done it. That
Yeah.
would have been the perfect partner. But
Once-
I understand Moxley because he's around and he's
Right.
they kind of are different. Makes sense.
I kind of wish it was Danielson. Because I had to step out real quick when that match started,
Yeah.
and I saw Tom's thing in the text in the chat where he said, "Oh, what I wonder what Danielson's gonna do,"
Hmm.
and I immediately just thought, "Oh, is Punk's partner," because I don't know, Punk and Danielson versus FTR sounds
Yeah, sure.
amazing to me.
Mhm. Yeah.
But then when I saw it was Moxley, I was like, okay, that makes a little sense too. Like I
Right.
like that, but
Mhm.
I thought if it was Danielson, that would have been incredible. But
Yeah, I would have liked that.
I'm not a fan of FTR, but damn, they are so good at tag matches.
They're
So
good.
good at tag matches.
Mhm.
They may
It's-
be the best tag team in the world. Legit.
Could
Could
be.
be, yeah.
Mhm.
And
Very
they're a
well.
throwback. They're
Oh
very
yeah, for sure.
I mean, they're in a day and age where we all look at and throwbacks and all that. That's what they are. They're a team from the
Oh, yeah.
80s.
Hmm.
And they would have
They would fit in
thrived
with
in
no
those days.
problem whatsoever in the 80s. None.
Yep.
None
I mean, just
whatsoever.
and it's weird because I don't know if it's them as people or if it's just their characters, but there's just something about them that I don't like. I don't like them, but I do appreciate.
It's the characters because from what
That's-
I've heard is they're like the coolest guys you would ever want to meet.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Like
yeah,
super laid back and everything.
but
Like when Santana like gouged Dax's head half open and when
Oh,
he
yeah.
was doing that fight, he's like, Yeah, things happen. I don't even care. He didn't even, Santana's apologizing and like all upset. And he's like, it's wrestling, dude. I'm okay. I'll get over it. It's just a wound. He's
I
like
mean,
bleeding buckets.
their best friend is Edge, so
Yeah.
that kind of tells you something. I don't
I
know
thought
what
that
it
was
tells you,
cool
it
that
tells
Ed
something.
showed up to that big time wrestling show to watch FTR and the Rock and Roll Express a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool that Ed showed up.
Didn't you say someone else was at that show too? Were we talking about
Oh, I
that?
was saying Brock Anderson worked the undercard.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Ugh.
Arn was there because Arn wanted to see the match.
Right.
And it was right down the street from their house because he's in North Carolina, and he got Brock booked for it. I don't think he fought anyone huge, but I don't even know the card.
Do you ever think Tully gets mad that he had a piece of crap daughter instead of like
Probably.
a
Yep.
son?
Oh yeah, for sure. Could you imagine Brock and Tully's son tagging in AEW? That would be
Oh,
yeah.
amazing. That would be outstanding.
Speaking of Tully forgot how to post up, huh?
Oh, geez, that was bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tully forgot all about how to post up.
Pug was just like, and I'm like, oh.
Yep. And the second time you see Tully, you're like, all right, I'm ready.
Yeah, he's like, fine, all right, I'll go up.
You just can't get me up. Come on.
But he didn't put the hand out for him. He didn't post up for him at all. You could tell.
Sandbagged it.
Oh yeah,
my
totally.
God.
Yep.
Sandbagged son of a bitch.
For himself right there. Jesus.